Do you ever feel tired, achy, or just not quite right, even when you think you're doing everything healthy? It's a frustrating feeling, and it might be tied to something happening inside your body that you can't even see. Welcome to The Better Habit, where we explore health and nutrition in a way that's realistic, sustainable, and actually works for your life. Today, we were talking about a silent process that researchers are calling one of the biggest drivers of aging and chronic disease. It's called inflammaging. Now, that might sound like a complicated science term, but the idea is actually pretty simple. You've seen acute inflammation before. Think about when you get a cut or a splinter. The area gets red, swollen, and warm. That's your immune system rushing to the scene to fight off invaders and begin the healing process. This is a good, necessary, and temporary response. But what happens when that response doesn't turn off? What if your body stays in a low-level state of alert all the time? That's chronic low-grade inflammation. And when this happens over years and decades, it accelerates the aging process. That's inflammaging. So why does this matter so much? Because this constant, simmering inflammation is like a slow-burning fire inside your body. It doesn't cause immediate, obvious symptoms. Instead, it contributes to damage on a cellular level, day after day. Scientists have linked this process to many of the major health challenges we face as we get older, like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cognitive decline, and even certain types of cancer. It's not just about aches and pains. It's about the very foundation of our long-term health and vitality. This low-grade inflammation can make you feel constantly drained, foggy, and can even affect your mood. It's the background noise that prevents you from feeling your absolute best. The big question, then, is what's causing this? Our modern lifestyle plays a huge role. Things like chronic stress, not getting enough quality sleep, exposure to environmental pollutants. And of course, our diet can all put our immune system on high alert. Many of the convenient, highly processed foods that are common today are pro-inflammatory. They contain high levels of refined sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients that our bodies just don't know how to handle properly. When we eat these foods regularly, we're essentially fueling that internal fire. But here's the optimistic part, and this is what we focus on here at The Better Habit. We have an incredible amount of power to influence this process through our daily choices, especially with what we put on our plates. Food can either be the fuel for the fire of inflammation, or it can be the water that puts it out. Instead of focusing on what to cut out, let's focus on what we can add in. It's about shifting the balance in our favor, one meal at a time. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. We want to build an anti-inflammatory diet, not as a short-term fix, but as a long-term way of eating that nourishes and protects our bodies. So let's talk about some of the most powerful, science-backed anti-inflammatory foods you can easily add to your routine. We're going to focus on 3 heavy hitters. First up is turmeric. You've probably seen this bright yellow spice in curry powders. The magic ingredient in turmeric is a compound called curcumin, which is an incredibly potent anti-inflammatory. Research shows it can work on a molecular level to block the very pathways that trigger inflammation. It's as powerful as some anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the side effects. The challenge with curcumin is that our bodies don't absorb it very well on their own. But there's a simple trick for that. Always pair it with black pepper. A compound in black pepper called piperine can boost the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. It's a perfect example of food synergy. Next, let's talk about berries. All berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries are fantastic. They are packed with antioxidants called anthocyanins, which are the compounds that give them their vibrant red, blue, and purple colors. These antioxidants do more than just fight free radicals. They also have direct anti-inflammatory effects. They help encourage your body to produce its own natural killer cells, which are a crucial part of your immune system that keeps everything in check. Berries are low in sugar compared to many other fruits, full of fiber, and incredibly versatile. They are nature's candy, and they work to protect your body from the inside out. And finally, we have to talk about leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard. These are some of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. They are loaded with vitamins, minerals, and powerful antioxidants like vitamin K and beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A. These nutrients help protect your cells from inflammatory damage. Plus, the high fiber content in leafy greens is essential for a healthy gut microbiome. And a healthy gut is central to a balanced immune system. When your gut is happy, your body is less likely to be in a state of chronic inflammation. So how can we make this a real, sustainable habit? It's about starting small, with something you can actually do today. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. In fact, trying to do that is often a recipe for failure. Instead, let's focus on one simple, actionable step. Here's your experiment for this week. I don't want you to take anything away. I want you to simply add one of these things in. Just one. Pick the one that sounds easiest or most delicious to you. Maybe it's adding a handful of spinach to your morning scrambled eggs or smoothie. Or perhaps it's tossing a cup of mixed berries on your yogurt or oatmeal. Or maybe you start your day with a warm lemon water with a pinch of turmeric and black pepper. It's a tiny action, but that's the point. It's easy, it's achievable. And it's a vote for the person you want to become, someone who feels vibrant and healthy. This small habit, when repeated, starts to shift the balance. It builds momentum. And that's how real, lasting change happens. Remember, this isn't about guilt or perfection. It's about self-care and empowerment. Every small choice to nourish your body is an act of kindness to your future self. You're building a foundation of health that will support you for years to come. If this conversation was helpful, please give the video a like and share it with someone you know who is also trying to build better, healthier habits. Let me know in the comments which anti-inflammatory food you're going to try adding this week. I'd love to hear about your progress. And don't forget to subscribe to The Better Habit for more simple, science-based ways to feel better every day. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.